Welcome back. We're going to go over some things I picked up out thrifting today. I'm going to try a different little style just to kind of help motivate me, I guess. But I just picked them up, but we're going to go ahead and list them at the same time while I'm showing them. So stick around. All right, so the first item we picked up was at the Goodwill bins. There is a funny story about that. So I got this Hard Rock cafe in Montreal. It is on a Hanes Beefy made in USA tag. It is single stitch. So I got this and these Harry Potter torrid jean or pants. And when I put them in the buggy and put it on the scale, it was ringing up like 4 pounds. And I even told the person, I was like, there's no way that a pair of jeans and a shirt is 4 pounds. I mean, they weren't really that big of pants. So I put the pants back because they weren't going to sell for really more than $17 anyways. And I just got the shirt and she still rung it up as a 1 pound shirt. I'm just like, whatever, $2. I'm fine with it, but it is a cool shirt. I don't really do vintage stuff a lot, so this was kind of out of the ordinary for me, but I thought it was really cool. It is an XL, so it's a decent size. So we're gonna go ahead and get it posted. So here's the Hard Rock Cafe Montreal shirt. Like I said, it's on the Hanes Beefy tag, made in USA. It does have a couple of flaws, which I'll point out. I like to use my little pointer stick that I got online instead of my finger. So I'll end up pointing them out in the listing itself. Alright, so the next item up is this pair of pants. That's Lululemon. I went to a thrift store pretty close to my house, which I don't really go to that often, but they are a size 38, so it's a decent size. They're just all black. I did make sure this time. I got a pair not too long ago, and on the middle seam it was just busted up, and I didn't pay attention. So that's something I learned pretty early, is check the thighs right in the crotch, because that seems to be one spot that wears out. So we'll get these listed. These are a decent pair of Lululemon men's jeans or pants. I think they look all right. There is a little bit of wear up here, which I will go ahead and point out just in case. But overall, this is a really good pair of pants. So we'll get these pictures taken. Next item up is this Nike Oklahoma State hoodie. Fall, it will be here before we know it. So I got it for $6.50. They usually sell pretty decently for me, so we'll get this one listed. So college just came back into session, so I see it probably selling pretty fast. I think it's an easy pickup for me anyways. This hoodie is the Nike Thermafit. Really good texture. My video is not really wanting to pick it up that well, but good texture. It's got the Pat sewn in embroidered logo, so pretty good. Okay. So the next item I have up, I've never heard of this brand, but at first I thought it was a Roosevelt, but it's not a Roosevelt. It's I think it's an ARVIL Hill. I don't know. I tried Googling that. I did find other things like it, but I wasn't sure that's the correct spelling. But it's like a Roosevelt, but it's just like Lucky Charms all over print. So I'm hoping that maybe because of the material and the print, it'll be a good sell. I picked it up for $6. I think it's worth trying it out. So this Lucky Charms shirt, I really like the print on it. I really thought it was a Roosevelt, but it's not. But I got it hanging up, and we'll snap our pictures and move on to the next. Next item up is a pair of Proof shorts. It is a golfing brand. I've sold this brand before. These are size 32, so they are kind of smaller. But and I know short season's almost over, but hopefully we can get these listed pretty fast, and they move fast for us before the end of the season. So let's get it listed. Shorts are one of the few actual flat lays I do, because I do have this table right in my workstation, and it's a lot easier to get a full picture without it creasing from hanging, and I can measure the waist, the inseam, and then I usually do the full length here. That's just what I do. I know everyone's kind of different. Next item up is a Johnny O, just polo. It is striped. I know golf season's almost over. The pattern's okay. It is just striped. The part that kind of devalues it though is it does have an embroider of a local golf club here, but I think because of the looks and stuff, it'll sell decently. So let's get it listed. All right, we got it hanging and set up. Like I said, it does have that club logo on it, but it is still a nice little Johnny O, so that's why we picked it up. So let's check out the next. Next one is a Peter Millar. I don't know if this is cotton. It's not a summer comfort. No, it's polyester and spandex, but it doesn't say summer comfort. But this one does have a nice little geometric print on it. It's like this purple and blue. It does have a club logo, it looks like. I do not know what the club logo is. It looks kind of like a dove, or yeah, maybe a dove. But since it doesn't say like words and it's not like something crazy, I've noticed those, like if it's a leaf or just a tree, they still sell pretty decent, because you know, it's not like that last one that's a big T. So we'll get our pictures taken and get this one posted as well. So it does have this nice geometric print. There we go. Now it kind of focused. Still has that yellow tint. I don't know why my camera does that, but every time I get close when it's blue, it turns yellow. If you guys know how to fix that on an iPhone, please let me know, because it gets old, so it goes yellow again. So yeah, just let me know. So the next shirt is a Chubby's The Nutter, which is just kind of their shirts. It is a popover, so it doesn't go all the way down, but it does kind of go midway. It is a seersucker and an all-over print. I don't do too well with Chubby's shirts. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have picked it up. Also, will have to work on it a little bit. There are some sweat stains right there. I like to use baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and like some laundry soap, and that seems to... I usually use a toothbrush, mix it up, use a toothbrush, so let it sit for about an hour and give it a wash, and it seems to work pretty well. So that's what I do for a lot of sweat stains. But be careful doing that, because I put it on a, what was it? A Burberry polo, and it was kind of an off-white, and it left like these bleach stains on it. So I had to sell it as flaw because it left like these bleach stains on it. So be very careful if you do use that kind of mixture. If you do have a different kind of mixture, let me know, because I try to avoid sweat stained shirts, but sometimes I still get them. So let me know. I'm definitely going to have to work on this one. The next shirt I got was another Johnny O. I was looking at the print, and it was like a bunch... I don't know if the camera will even pick these up, but it's a bunch of girls in swimsuits, it looks like. but they're really tiny. It's almost hard to tell. It did look like it does have a logo right there. I don't know if that's a club or business, but like I said, it's something subtle. It's a tree, so it'll sell pretty decently still. So we'll get our pictures taken. I really only get Johnny O now if it's all over print. As you can see, you can kind of see a little bit better, but it's like these little women in swimsuits all over. Like I said, it does have that logo, but I think this one will sell pretty decently. Next item up is a Peter Millar Southern Comfort. It is a size small, and it's just a striped shirt. It has a lot of things going against it, I feel, but not really finding much today. I picked it up, but it is a Peter Millar Summer Comfort. It does have that local golf club around me from 1908, so being size small too kind of hurts, but we'll get it listed. I still think we'll at least make a little bit of profit on it. Alright, we got it hung up, and it does have different colors. It's almost like a peach, blue, and white. Here's that local club. So we'll snap our pictures and go to the next. So I just did a clip and I forgot to hit record. But we're down to the last two items. I got 2 pair of boots at the Goodwill bins. I only got 3 items at the Goodwill bins, and these are 2 of them. The shoes / boots are only $2.69 there. So I got these Cody Rhodes. I'm not talking about wrestling right now. Cody James, right? Oh man, I forgot the name. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna leave this part in. I don't want to mess up not recording again. Yeah, Cody James size 6 boots. They're pretty decent. I will try to kind of clean them up a little bit before I take my pictures. In the store, they were wanting $25 for them. I got them for $2.69, so I call that a good pickup. I also picked up these Redhead Bone Dry. I think they're called waders, I believe. But, you know, they're like thigh high or maybe even hip high. I don't know. I mean, they pretty much go up to your hip or almost all the way. So I looked up some comps on them, but I could not find this colorway. It's like this greenish brown. All I could find were like camo. So I'm wondering if the camo ones sell regularly, or just no one's actually posted these kind before, because I couldn't even find this kind. I could only find the camo, or maybe I just didn't look hard enough. So I seen the camo ones were selling for about $60, so for $2.69 I was like, hey, we'll try it out. So, but that's all that I picked up today. I know it wasn't much. I appreciate you kind of stopping by and helping me be accountable for what I pick up, list at the same time. So thanks for stopping by. If you can, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate feedback. You know, I'm just trying to communicate, I guess. So appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.